Hi, I'm Ian Anderson and I'm here at the Brisbane Powerhouse at the GO423 exhibition to take you on a quick tour of what Brisbane's game development community has got to show this year. Like last year, the stage is set up for a series of interviews run by Z Games, while the area around the stage and a few other parts of the Powerhouse is set up for game makers to talk about their games. Here are a few words from each of the exhibitors.
Hello, I'm Penguin. I'm an illustrator and concept artist for Vertical Circus, A&A on Facebook, and Pincadia, which I did this wonderful artwork for a Gallagher event that we held in 2019. My event here is for What's Old is New Again, and most of the work for a concept artist in games at the moment is retro games and Dungeons and Dragons. So I'm happy to be part of this community and art culture.
Prisoner's Dilemma is a 2 to 4 player game where you're working together to avoid guards and escape the prison, but you've also got a choice. You've got a disarm switch or trigger a silent alarm. And at the end of the game, you all reveal a choice, and if everyone disarms the alarm, everyone wins. But if one person triggers the silent alarm, that one person wins. But if 2 people trigger the silent alarm, then no one's going to win. So can you trust your friends?
Hi, this is Dusty Diamantina. This is a game about mustering cattle in outback Queensland. I've been inspired by my sister, who's a helicopter pilot, and it's a very dangerous job. And so it is about taking care, having a lot of fun, and a bit of strategy and skill in making sure your movements steer the cattle into the cattle yards.
Hi, I'm Martin Wallace. I'm a board game designer, and I'm here at the Powerhouse showing one of the games I am presently working on. So this is a prototype. This is a game which is based on a computer game. Can't say which one at the moment because we've not quite signed the contract, but it's a big empire building game set in the time of ancient Rome, Carthage. So as well as fighting each other, you're also fighting against the board.
Hi, so I'm Nathan. I live here in Brisbane and I've got a dungeon crawler game that I'm demoing today and it's going well. If you like something like Diablo or Warcraft, then you're going to enjoy this.
This is One Shot Western from Half Monster Games. It's LARP in a Box. So it's an interactive card game where it's a convention game, it's a role-playing game, and the aim of the game is for outlaws and rangers to fight. Outlaws are trying to make money, rangers are trying to catch the outlaws and put them in jail. Everyone has a job like a bartender or a tailor. They also have gumption and grit. Gumption is talking and grit is fighting.
I'm Clint Hobson. This is Demarius Games Hopsquash. I'm an indie lone developer. It's a fun party game, family friendly, cute little animals, and when they squash each other, they turn into blood and guts. There's a kid-friendly mode. They turn into lollies and stuff. So easy to pick up and play, very simple controls, just move around and jump. It can have anywhere from 2 to 8 players. Even if you don't have enough controllers, you can split a controller, share between 2 people, or there's AI, so they can, if you practice in 1-player mode. So yeah, lots of levels and a built-in level editor.
I'm Francis. This is my game Pink Marmalade 2. It's a frenetic candy gore twin-stick shooter where you're always really close to dying, and it's really, really easy to die, but it's also very easy to kill the enemies. It's very fast, it's very frenetic, and the idea is I want it to be very visceral. There's a lot of things going on at once and a lot of things to look out for. You're a danger at pretty much any moment.
So my name's Matt. I work with Brimstone Brawlers. We're making an action-packed brawling game set in medieval fantasy Victoria. The idea is that you get to play as a bunch of peculiar characters in the town, so town characters and the monsters. We just want people to have a good time.
I'm Mel, and my game is called Blueberry. It's a narrative platformer about growing up and growing old and overcoming trauma. You play a character that climbs a tower, and the higher you climb, the older you get. And you go through different mini-games. For example, as a child, you play through fantasy world, and as a teenager, you experience peer pressure in high school.
I'm Caitlin. We're actually a Griffith University student, and we're bringing our student project here today called The Girl with the Keys and Her Husband. It's just a 2D story-driven game of puzzle solving and a lot of Japanese mythology and lots of cute moments to enjoy.
I'm Pierre Medeiros. I'm the producer designer for Otter Rock Games, and this is our current game we're showcasing, Fight or Flight. It's a arena multiplayer brawler where players control souped up sports cars armed with all manner of crazy zany weaponry. You fight it out to be the last one standing, and that's the play loop. So far we've had a lot of fun playing it, and people have been enjoying beating the devs at it, so it's a great experience.
Hello, my name is James Bowling and I am from Trickshot Development. We are making a game which is a cross between Star Fox and Crimson Skies. It's an arcade rail shooter for people who like the classic kind of Star Fox gameplay, but on your mobile with kind of fantasy World War II aircraft.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Mitch from TBD Game Company, and our game is Endless Runner X. It's an endless runner that reinvents the genre a little bit by changing the core mechanic of the game. So our main character is Dino. He gains access to the game's code and he's able to make changes to try to escape the game. It's free to download with ads. You can pay once to get rid of ads if you like. There's over 20 levels of arcade fun in the game, so please check it out.
This is an Aspie Life Beginnings. It's the prequel to the original Aspie Life, which I developed a few years ago. The Aspie Life series is all about autism spectrum disorder and other mental disorders and stuff. And this is what the new game is all about. It's about taking the mechanics I made in the first game, which was all very experimental, trying to put disabilities and things into gameplay mechanics, and expanding on it, polishing it up, etc., etc.
So Damsel is an arcade action platformer. Rather than being a linear game, it's mission-based. So every mission that you're playing, you've got all these objectives, but one primary objective that you have to complete to finish the level. Damsel was actually recently released on the 7th of August on Xbox and Switch, so you can go out and get it now and play it on any platform.
So I'm Dave from Chunky Box Games. My game's Wildcard Gun Machine. It's a shoot 'em up dungeon crawler. So this level here is our first level. It's kind of a military complex. So you're searching through it for your giant mech suit. There's lots of guns, there's giant robots, there's cute kittens. Fun for everyone.
I'm Ren Breyer. I'm with Witchbeam, and my game is Unpacking. It follows a character through a series of moves through her life, from childhood into adulthood, and you learn about her through the items that she owns, what she decides to keep and what she throws away, and through the environments that she visits.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn. I'm from Gameloft Australia, and we're here today talking about Royale Rising. It's a top-down battle royale based game. We really wanted to get everyone involved in it, and it's a bit exciting because we offer ghost mode. So the game can keep on going after you die. You can set booby traps and place bombs, and really gives an opportunity for everyone of all skill sets to really get into the game and play it. If you are interested in games, we definitely encourage you to look into this one.
Our game is called Tower Tussle. It's a multiplayer competitive party game where you build these little towers and try and destroy each other's towers and jump around. It's real chaotic and fun. We're a Brisbane-based studio. We're pretty new, and we're expecting to release our game hopefully in the next couple of years.
My name is Anders. I'm one of the two developers on the Fertile Crescent by Link Reed Games. This is a RTS game set in the Bronze Age. It's pretty similar to Age of Empires in many respects, but we try to add some wrinkles to it. It is available in alpha on itch.io, and we've got a Discord community where people get together and play online together as well.
The game I'm making is a game which hasn't got a title right yet, but it's called Cat Puzzle Game at the minute. And it's about a cat who's a burglar, who is a cat burglar, who breaks into a building. She stumbles into this kind of machine that zaps her with quantum powers. And she gains the ability to split into two different positions at once. So it's the same cat in two places. And then she can use this to like get into places where she shouldn't be able to get to. And it's kind of like a puzzle game and a heist game, and there's a bit of stealth and stuff. And it's the first time I've shown it in public, and so far, people seem to really enjoy it, which is great.
Hey, so I'm Adric Polkinghorn, just a local producer and designer, one of the brains behind Think of the Children, which we showcased here last year. We've ended up releasing it on all platforms, so you can find us pretty much on any store on PC, but also we released on Switch, PlayStation, Xbox. We've just finished up a humble bundle with the game, so it's been getting out there. I'd say in particular, like, do game jams. We got our start in a game jam, just made something we thought was funny in 48 hours, threw it up online, and then suddenly we're front page of Imgur. That's just the best way to go. Is like, there's no better time to like muck around and fail gratefully, you know, like fail in style but end up making something really good. So game jam.
I'm Jon Tannahill and I'm the world champion on Space Invaders. I'm running the Australian Arcade Championships on Saturday and Sunday the 17th and 18th of August at the BPAC Showcase, which is in the Ekka grounds this year. So that's going to be interesting, a lot of fun. We've got 22 arcade machines in the tournament, and so I'm the tournament director. The game design is so different than game design now that it's a really unique experience. The games are popular now as they were then because they're just so well crafted and just beautiful to play. You've got to get around it.
As this video goes live, this championship is just a couple of days away, so if you're watching this video fresh, head along down. Kudos to Z Games for all the great interviews they had throughout the whole day, and I'm sure you'll be able to catch a lot more content on their site too. Thanks also go to Dan Vaught for emceeing the day's final session, a debate featuring a loot crate full of random topics. As ever, we have to thank all the sponsors and the organising brain behind the event, Truna.
It keeps getting better every single year. Please give Truna.
Yeah!